They're out walking the labyrinth.
Did they do that or did you do that? You did that. Test 1, 2.
No, that was the musicians.
I heard something in the speaker.
Yeah, the musicians. So it's working.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I don't know. Was Barbara Streisand 76 years old when she started?
It's all set up and running, or was anyway. I get paranoid, so I have to get it running early.
I love Joan Baez. I think you're the wind that's blowing. A Bob Dylan tune. Answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. We do a real cute. We do a, we're ready if you are.
Pardon me?
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Oh, she's got the wind and rain in her hands. She's got the wind and rain in her hands. She's got the wind and rain in her hands. She's got the whole wide world in her hands. Got the little bitty baby in his hands. Got the itty bitty baby in her hands. Got the little bitty baby in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. Woo! You and me, brother, in his hands. Got you and me,
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
So glad you're here.
Me too.
Thank you for being here. You're awesome.
I'm awesome. Yeah.
Gotta say it, I am.
I'm awesome.
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 I am.
I'm
Awesome. I am.
awesome.
Awesome. You gotta say it to mean it. Gotta say it to claim it. Gotta claim it to be it. Right? So I invite you to just take a deep breath in with me and to let it out. And to breathe in, God is. And to breathe out, I am. God is. I am. Creator God, sacred breath of all life. We know that we are right here, immersed within your presence. And that when we pause and feel your living energy flowing in and through us, when we breathe in your gift of life flowing in and through us, it washes away every appearance, every sense of lack, of limitation, of illness, of disease. It dissolves it within this moment now and lifts us up into an awareness of your goodness, your life, your wonder. And we say, thank you, dear Lord. Open our awareness to your wonders. Thank you, dear Lord. Lift us up and guide us in this moment. Help us to feel your living energy in each and every moment. And we say amen and amen. And I was supposed to ask you to sing a song with me. Will you all sing a song with me? Our thoughts of prayer, and we always pray. Our thoughts of prayers, in charge of what you say. See higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness and knowing God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts of prayers, that we always pray. Our thoughts of prayers, that still resonates. See higher consciousness, a state of mindfulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Well, I guess I'll go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. Our daily word is appreciation. And our affirmation is, I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. Could we affirm that together, please? I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. Our thoughts are prayers. Let's say that's a good prayer. Let's say that one again, please. I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. It has been said that what I appreciate appreciates. The more I give thanks for what I have, the more blessings I will discover. Practicing gratitude in all circumstances helps me realize how abundantly blessed I am. When I remember all the good that God is, more is revealed to me. Taking a breath, I give thanks for life. Opening my eyes, I give thanks for the clarity of spiritual vision. Listening deeply, I give thanks for divine wisdom. With each bite of food, every sip of water, I feel grateful for my body and my physical senses. There is so much to appreciate, from the small everyday things to life's most grand events. Giving thanks for
with my whole heart brings me joy. I practice appreciation for all that I am, all that I have, and all that I do. And from Psalm chapter 9, verse 1, I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. And can we say that affirmation together, please? I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire.
Hymn with me.
Yeah.
I am the radiant light from God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant light from God. I am, I am, I am. The help of God, the strength of God, vitality in the deepness of God. I am the radiant light of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wonderful love of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wonderful love of God. I am, I am, I am. The peace of God, the joy of God, the wisdom of God. I am the wonderful love of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wonderful power of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wisdom and power of God. I am, I am, I am. The light of God, the prosperity and the light of God. I am the wisdom and power of God. I am, I am, I am. Yeah. And you got to remember that song and sing it all week long. But here, in the meantime, is some amazing music.
If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. Got everything that you want, like a heart that's oh so true. Just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I got arms that long to hold you, keep you by my side. I got lips that long to kiss you, keep you satisfied. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. Just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I got arms that long to hold you, keep you by my side. I got lips that long to kiss you, keep you satisfied. Is there anything that you want? If there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. Love from me to you.
Awesome. Awesome. Aren't they awesome?
Oh, they are.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, awesome ones. Wendy and Lisa and Robert and Joe, thank you. Again, you're pretty awesome too. You know that, right? But you gotta say it to claim it. I am.
I am.
Awesome. I am. Awesome. I am. Awesome. That's right. Got to claim it to be it. I was wondering if there is anyone here with us for the first time today. If this is your first time here today, we invite you to raise your hand. We won't ask you to stand up, introduce yourself, or anything like that. But we have a pack of information for you. On the outside is a cloth rose. You can affix it to your clothes in any way. And if you decide to say for lunch, it gets you to the front of the food line. And we got lots of delicious things in there. I saw that Levi made his fantastic ribs. Brisket. I got to know the right name. and there's lots of other delicious things in there. We have some leftovers from yesterday's party that we had for Wayne, who's moving to Wisconsin. Y'all shouldn't allow him to do that. But there's a few, and his favorite food was Middle Eastern food. So we have lots of Middle Eastern food hanging out in there too. So, but inside the envelope there's also a newsletter that'll tell you what's going on for the rest of the month, and there's a form that if you fill out and return to the bookstore that you'll get a special gift. But it's indeed our deepest hope and desire that something stirs within you that causes you to return. And we also say, welcome home. Did you get one? Did you get one or no? Yeah, I thought you did. Huh? He got one. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm getting conflicting information. Okay. So why don't we affirm our affirmation one more time? Why don't we do our mission statement?
Gotta be up there.
Mission statement. Together?
We're not smart
We're a
enough.
heart-centered spiritual community dedicated to empowering personal transformation and living the unlimited possibilities of spirit. Again, we are a heart-centered spiritual community dedicated to empowering personal transformation and living the unlimited possibilities of spirit. And we also say namaste. Namaste. The light within me greets the light within you. Namaste. I invite you to turn to somebody close to you and say namaste. Well, I got an interesting email from a friend driving to work the other day. Driving south on I-35 near Edmond. He looked to the left and saw a woman driving a brand new sports car going 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, they were. I apologize. I'm late.
Okay. I got lost on an email, didn't I? My friend was driving down on I-35 near Edmond, and he looked over and saw this woman driving a brand new sports car, going 70 miles an hour, with her face right up to her up to the mirror, doing her eyelids. Oh my gosh! I could feel his emotions and message. I couldn't believe it. How crazy can you be? I looked for a few seconds and to check traffic. When I looked back, there she was, halfway into my lane, still working on her eyeliners. Oh my gosh, I was scared half to death. So much that I dropped my electric shaver, which knocked the donut out of my other hand. In all the confusion, trying to straighten out my car while holding the steering wheel with my knees. Right? And it knocked the cell phone away from my ear, which landed in the cup of Starbucks coffee I was holding with my legs. The scalding hot coffee flushed all over the place and burnt me and ruined my cell phone and disconnected a very important business call. Not the best way to start out the day, you think? What on earth has our world come to? Right? 3 words. Imagination gone wild. The imagination is always at work, shaping and forming the invisible ethers with whatever thought we're holding. Whatever we can conceive, we can achieve, absolutely. And it all depends on where your focus is, which can be a very scary thing. Let's affirm our affirmation one more time. I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. Now, one time like you really mean it, because we got to get it really sinking in there. I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. Well, shaping and forming is definitely one thing that we all need to understand. For we create our reality through the power of our imagination. And its critical component in understanding and how we are shaping and forming loving relationships, how we go about building the life around us. Charlesfillmore wrote in Dynamics of Living, awakening comes from quickening the power of imagination. Since man is under a great many delusions, all arising out of a misunderstanding of the true nature of mankind. Learning to harness and direct the power of imagination will set you free. If you can direct our imagination, if we can direct our imagination towards experiencing the living energy field that is God, which surrounds and unfolds us, our reward will be a full realization of the breath of life flowing through us. And we will know God is love in expression. Can you imagine Eric Butter wrote that over 60 years ago? Maybe 80 years ago? Oh my gosh. Yes. Awakening comes from the quickening of the power of our imagination. Yes, indeed. I am and you are powerful, creative, spiritual beings. And we can create anything that we want. Just as that one song, one hymn that we sing occasionally. But we have to understand how to direct the creative energy that we are to produce the results that we might desire. You know, as Jesus began his ministry, the first thing he did was to call his disciples. Metaphysically, and metaphysics is where every person, place, or thing within a story is actually happening within us. All right? Metaphysically, this means that we have to call and train our spiritual faculties. We have to learn how these spiritual faculties work and then harness and direct their energy. The first 4 were faith, which is the perceiving power of the mind, which empowers us to see beyond our beliefs and beyond this physical realm and grasp hold of the field of infinite possibilities. And where is this field of infinite possibilities? Everywhere. Everywhere. Right? Right? The second faculty is strength, spiritual strength, which empowers us to stand at the center of the swirling winds of creativity and chaos so that we can direct our other spiritual faculties. And when you open up your awareness to the power of faith, you're going to need to hold on. Right? We need to learn how to become still and be in the moment. In the midst of all the swirling winds that we perceive in the world. The third faculty is spiritual discernment, which empowers us to spiritually discern the spiritual dimension. Yeah, 3 Ds in that sentence. Right? Spiritual discernment is about our ability to discern what's happening in the spiritual dimension. And the final of the first 4 is love, which connects us to this field of living energy. It connects us with this field of oneness and connects us to each other and connects us with the divine. The power of love in the Bible actually refers about our oneness with all of life. Wow, right? It's not about that crazy TV show that's on there. I think it's on again. The Bachelor or Bachelorette show is happening again. Oh my gosh. Maybe I only saw the commercials. I ignored the rest of the statement. So, Charlesfillmore believed the most critical of these was imagination. Why? Because when we allow our imagination to run away with us, we can create anything within our world. And what we've done now is we're living in a world of madness. Things happening that the average intellectual mind can't fathom. Right? Now, the book of Revelations places the most important and quickening power in imagination. Why? Well, the Greek church of, how do you say it, Smyrna? To me, that means smearing everything up. But back in Greece, Smyrna symbolized having a consciousness of substance. What's substance? Substance is a Latin word that means that which stands under all of matter. Right? And it lays underneath everything in the realm of infinite possibilities. Right? It is a field of living energy, of life, that permeates every living thing. We're immersed in substance. It surrounds and enfolds us wherever we are. Right? Fills every cell of our being. You might even say it's become more aware of the molecules and atoms and neutrons that make up our whole being. Ever thought of yourself as a body of molecules, of atoms and neutrons? I guess I'm the only one ever said that, ever saw that. It's because of my class that they made me take so I could go to college, called quantum physics. Right? And I think I've told you before that I believe Jesus was the first quantum physicist. What? Once or twice or 20 times. Think of Jesus saying, in all things seek first the kingdom of God and its harmony and balance. Or the Psalms, be still and know I am. We are being asked to pause in this moment and open our mind, our awareness to the power of imagination so that we can experience this field of living energy. Now pause for a moment. But think of Genesis 1 and John 1, which actually say the same thing. Right? In the beginning was the creative energy. And the creative energy was God. And all things came into being through the creative energy, and not one thing came to be without the creative energy. And the creative energy is the light and the life of the people, and it dwells within us. Wow. You are creative energy. You can say that I am creative energy. I am creative energy. I am. On our path of awakening to the creative spiritual beings that we are, when we realize the power that lies in our imagination, as it's discussed in the book of Revelation that we're talking about on Sunday mornings, when we begin to understand how imagination works within us, and we don't quite understand it or see it, all hell's going to break loose. That's what it says in the book of Revelations. If we're not prepared, as we walk into the spiritual dimension, all hell is going to break loose. Things are going to go crazy. That's what's happening in our world today. On our path of awakening to the creative spiritual beings we are, it becomes quite an amazing thing. This idea is actually shared throughout the Bible, but most of us were taught to live in awareness of the mortal mind, which is focused on living in a two-dimensional reality, in a place of physicality. So humankind pretty much misses the mark of our spiritual reality and the multiple layers of awareness that surround and unfold us in each moment of each day, as we try to live by the rules designed by a two-dimensional reality that restrict our ability to see into the spiritual dimension. How do you think that's working for us? Right? Oh my gosh. Over the past 100 years, we've begun to move beyond this realm of two-dimensional reality, and it's really bedoggled many people's minds, as most of humankind tries to figure out what's happening. TV. I remember watching the first TV in black and white, and then one day my parents brought home a colored TV. Oh my gosh. and phones. Remember when they were connected on the wall to a cord? Right? Then we had different kind of phones and cell phones, and now we have internet. We have a phone network on our computer here at church. Right? I don't even need a phone no more. And then they have these crazy thing called drone planes. Drone planes. Drone, right? And you can call up Walmart and they'll deliver your package by the drone plane. The people that designed these things were consciously reaching into the field of infinite possibilities with their imagination engaged. Jesus knew he was much more than his body. He knew that the breath of God was all about him, flowing in and through him in each moment. And he said, I am in the Father, and the Father is in the I am. Actual Aramaic reading. I am in the Father, and the Father is in the I am. He meant that the I am is the Logos. The I am is the creative energy. Right? God as substance is a field of living energy that permeates every cell of my being, of our being. Although we at many times believe that we are inflicted with some kind of ailment. Or we might believe that we are broke, or that we are being slandered by others, but we're really actually very rich. Just to be able to be in this moment and breathe in that gift of life. Because we're immersed in this field of living energy that is shaped and formed by the power of our imagination. And whatever we are focused on in any given moment is what we are going to experience. So what were you thinking? And I don't mean whatever we are affirming or praying for in the moment, but our thoughts and emotions that are running through our imagination and the different layers of our consciousness. Whatever we feel, our imagination is running away with us. We need to pause and become open to the power of the imagination and connect ourselves intentionally with this field of living energy. And begin consciously shaping and forming the invisible ethers like we were shaping Play-Doh. Shaping and forming the invisible ethers into figures and ideas that we would like to experience. Right? The fact is, our imagination is always working. Uh-oh. Sometimes we might be very conscious of it and experience imagination running through our mind as a result of something we might be, or listening to something we might have read or watched on TV. And other times we might be completely unaware of our imagination at work. Someone comes into the room and it provokes a memory, something that causes us to remember this suppressed event that happened. Am I the only one that's ever happened to? Trigger. That's right. Often our imagination imposes what we consciously or unconsciously believe, and therefore we cannot see or experience what might be happening right before our eyes. Right? Sometimes because of what we've been taught or believed, we can't, as we hold that belief, we can't see beyond it to see what's actually happening in the world around us. We can only see what we believe to be true. And that's the result of the power of our imagination. Our imagination has also been primed for dangers and deceptions. Practice we were taught was a practice that we were taught was spiritual, but in reality belongs to the mortal mind. Consequently, we are fooled into believing in things that actually block the flow of the goodness that we're seeking within our life. In the Bible, they actually called this demons. Error state of mind. And what we have to do is dissolve that state of mind. You see, the vision of the eye is actually greater than a 20/20 rating. The imagination actually works like developing film. Remember how we used to do that? The longer the image is held in the mind's eye, the more intense the exposure and the greater the intensity painted on the canvas of life, as that image becomes our reality. Our imagination can be likened to a space or a place where children are shaping and forming those various figures out of Play-Doh. Anybody ever remember doing that? I got to do it with Siobhan. I couldn't do it when I was a child. boys aren't allowed to touch Play-Doh, right? And I remember shaping and forming that. Well, that's what our imagination does, right? Only we're shaping and forming the invisible ethers out here with the images that we most persistently hold in mind. And then through the power of imagination and pictures, those images, we bring them into our reality. Whether we like those images or not. Imagination can be like a Photoshop on your computer, where you can take out an image or replace it with another. You can change the colors and create an entirely different picture. However, when we are focused on the darkness of life, on the injustices, on the hurt, on the pain, on the upset, on the resentment, and all the things that we could be angry about, it only focuses our energy and imagining power on those challenges and distracts us from the power of our eye. Right? This is one of the challenges of going on to Facebook too much. Right? It connects us with the true power of life, with the I Am presence within us. Developing this formative power of mind requires conscious discipline. The creator power of the imagination makes forms in a method similar to that of a cook making biscuits, or a child, as I said, forming Play-Doh. We must first gather our material, the different images that we like, and we begin to put them together, and then we put them all in the pot. And then we begin shaping and forming them with our hands. Right? Remember when we do that? Making biscuits, taking that flour or the Play-Doh, and you begin shaping that. Well, that's what we need to do with our imagination. Right? Taking a coloring book. Coloring it. Get that book that I had from Dr. Seuss on all the places we will go, or any other child book. And allow those images to begin seeing them in our mind's eye, shaping and forming them with our imagination so that we can begin to understand how our imagination works within us. This is one of the reasons why children really should be allowed to paint and do those different things, which I wasn't allowed to do. Because as a child, I was taught I had no creativity. And that boys weren't allowed to have an imagination. Right? So it took me a little bit of while to get this idea on how my imagination was really working. Oh my gosh. But it becomes a way of disciplining our mind. And so I use this, I've told this story before, I won't tell it, but it's how I purchased a house on 4837 West Hutchinson. And in the house, I didn't believe that we could buy the house, and so everything in the house would have to be fixed up. So I bought a house, and everything had to be fixed up. Right? Oh my gosh. And then I learned from that experience, and I figured out I wanted to buy, I needed to buy a new car because I switched from working in restaurants into being the manager of a courier business, and so I had to buy a new car. And so what I did after learning about purchasing that house with everything broken in it, that I had to sit down and picture the perfect car. And then after I pictured that perfect car, I went around to the different car dealers and sat in the car and actually feel if I could feel the same energy that I was feeling when I was creating it with my imagination. Right? So then I finally found it when I went into a Ford dealer and found the first Ford Explorer. And I got in and I said, this is the car I've been looking for. How did I imagine everything that would be in it? Right? Not ever having that car ever be in anybody's showroom before. So then I ended up finding a way to purchase it, because at that time I didn't believe I had any money to purchase it. Right? And so I created a vision, and all of a sudden one day we walk out into the mailbox and there's a check for the actually a check for $20,000, which paid for the Explorer fully at that time. How the heck did that happen? Through the power of imagination. You got up and left for a little bit, so you missed that part. Oh my gosh. The imagination is actually called the scissors of the mind, because we literally are cutting the substance, the invisible substance, out and begin shaping it and forming it in an awareness of how our imagination is visualizing that to be. Right? Our imagination shapes and forms our reality. The light of God that shines through us is like an overhead projector in which the images place pictures and images. You know, before we had the TV screen, we used to have a camera up here that would show that, and would show all the pictures. It would create the pictures through the light streaming from the camera, like the camera in the other room. The light streams and creates the picture on the wall. We do that same thing with our own imagination. Oh my gosh. But since we are in a three-dimensional state, the pictures and images are often displayed as holographic ideas. The longer we hold these pictures and images in our mind, the stronger we feel about the greater, the stronger we feel about them, and the greater the odds are that they are going to become manifest. So what do you do? So what thoughts do you hold in your mind? Right? What thoughts is something to be aware of? What thoughts do you hold in your mind? What we need to do is to claim our power back. You know, like Neo did in Matrix, or like Luke Skywalker did in Star Wars. As the original Star Wars begins, Luke's aunt and uncle are killed, and Luke is forced to go on a journey, as many of us are forced to go on a journey in our life. He has no idea where it will take him, and he reluctantly follows his intuition. Oh my gosh. Guided by his developing power of faith, he meets Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's actually how you say it. Obi-Wan Kenobi. In other words, we have to become one to know our true identity. Luke boards a spaceship and learns to use a lightsaber. You call them a lightsaber. I call them lightsaber. All right. The lightsaber represents the power of our imagination. Perhaps we should call, I'll call it our lifesaver, because our imagination can be our lifesaver. When you direct it in a way that it works and influences the field of living energy. For the lifesaver to work as intended, we have to be conscious of where we are directing our thoughts and our emotions. When a stray thought comes to mind, we grab out our lightsaber and go, whoop! It's gone, just like Luke used to do. Right? Stray thought comes up in the mind, we don't like it, whoop, boop! It's gone. I did that for a long time. I really thought it worked. And that was even before I got into Unity. Because I had a lot of stray thoughts I had to get rid of. Oh my gosh. As we practice using our lifesaver, as we move into the different level of awareness, we become aware of our fears and the illusions that make up our ego. And for those who don't know that, when I say ego, I'm talking about your ego. Because when you live from ego awareness, it's really gooey, yucky stuff. Right? Right? So, huh? Yeah. It's gooey. It is gooey. Everybody likes gooey stuff, right? As we become aware of using our lifesaver, we move into a different level of awareness. We become aware of the fears and illusions that our ego mind has, which represents in the movie Darth Vader and the Emperor. Right? They represent the darkness that's actually within us. And we can begin to send them on their way, dissolving dissolving their awareness in our mind as we open our mind more and more to the light. Dissolving the illusions, dissolving the scary imaginations and the fearful thoughts that are in our mind. The more that we're able to focus on what we want, it becomes a whole different way of being. I also have come to know my lifesaver by another habit. And the habit is being consciously aware of what I'm conscious of. Right? Being consciously aware of what I'm conscious of. Do you just allow a stream of thought to run through your mind? Or have you learned to be paused in this moment now, aware of what is, aware of this field of living energy all around us? Life takes on a whole different meaning when we can do that every day. Be here in this moment now. I'm shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. Can you all affirm that with me one more time? I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. One more time. I am shaping and forming the realm of infinite possibilities in accordance with my heart's desire. I invite you just to take a deep breath in and let it out. The breathe in, God is, and breathe out, I am. As our prayer chaplains stand and hold their sacred place, and our music team get ready to play some more amazing music. So just breathe in, God is. Breathe out, I am. God is. I am. God is. I am. In this moment now, dear Lord, I pause and I turn off my mortal mind and I just listen. I listen to the power of the I am within me and all around me. I pause within this moment now and listen to my heartbeat. For I know my heart beats as your heart beats. My heart beats as your heart beats. And as I listen, I can begin to feel that living energy flowing, stirring, moving in every cell of my being as my heart sends out the life force. I feel that living energy flowing in and through me. I see the living energy shining down from on high, flowing in and through my crown chakra. And in the center of my mind where faith resides. And as I engage the power of my faith, I see your living energy, dear Lord, flowing in every cell of my being, lighting up that living energy, lighting up with healing light. Through the power of faith and imagination, I see that living energy flowing through me in this moment now, lighting up each one of my spiritual faculties with energy and life. I am glowing. I am glowing. I am glowing with living energy. I am glowing with living energy. I am glowing with my creative essence that flows in and through in me in this moment now. I am glowing. And as I see and feel your living energy moving in me in this moment now, I am thankful. I am thankful, dear Lord, for I am remembering who I am. Your child of light, your child of creativity, your child of wonder and goodness. And I am thankful. I am thankful. I am thankful. And I say amen. And amen. In this place, I remember I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me. I'm opening my eyes and see there is no way home. There is love that sets me free. There is only love. As we enter to this time of offering, I invite you to hold your love offering, your gift, your tithes within your hands, and see and feel the creative energy of the universe flowing in through it. We know that as we give to that which spiritually feeds us, it becomes like this living energy wave that flows out into the ethers. It hits this spot that brings back all the goodness of the universe to you. So if the idea of imagination and shaping and forming the ethers, if that idea stirs within you, give from that place of awareness. If our music team that Wendy and our music team play for you, stir within your heart, give from that place of awareness. If the work we do as a spiritual community moves your soul, give from that place of awareness. And with your imagination, engage, see that living energy flowing out into the universe, hitting that spot that brings back all the goodness of the universe to you. And will you affirm with me? Divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all I have, all I give, and all that I receive. And I am richly blessed. Yea, God. In this place,
I remember who I am. Any fear and worry falls away from me. Open my eyes to see. There is only love. There is only love. That sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
We continue to have our beautiful gold plates by the side door, so as you get up to leave in a couple minutes, you can drop your love offering, your gift, your tithe within those beautiful gold plates, and as you do, you can begin to see it flowing out into the universe, coming back to you in a whole multitude of different ways. Got to visualize it. Empower your imagination to see that happening, because it will. If you're online with us and like to leave us a love offering, that would be amazing. We would say thank you, thank you, thank you. You can go to our website, unitychurch.org, and there's a donate button at the right or the left. Sometimes it moves back and forth, and you click it, and it'll walk you through it. Or you can get our mailing address off the bottom and mail us a tract. Either way would be wonderful. We could use it in so many wonderful creative ways. It would be amazing. And we would say thank you, thank you, thank you. Is therefore we dedicate and consecrate these tithes, gifts, and offering to the will and way of Jesus Christ as it manifests within this ministry of love and service. And we are grateful. Thank you, God.
We were supposed to sing next week, not this week, so happy early Papa's Day. Sorry about that. Child arrived just the other day, came to the world the usual way, but there was planes to catch, birds to play, learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it, and as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad, you know I'm gonna be like you. And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, son. You know I got a good time then. Son turned tin the other day, said thanks for the ball, Dad. Come, let's play. Can you teach me how to throw? Said not today. Lots to do, and that's okay. And he walked away, but the smile never dimmed. I'm gonna be like him. Gonna be just like him. Well, he came home from college the other day, so much like a man I had to say, son, I'm proud of you. He sat for a while, he shook his head and said with a smile, well, I'd really dad to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you come home, well, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know I'll have a good time then. Long since retired, son moved away. Called him up just the other day. I said I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said I'd love to, Dad, but have the fun. Talking to you, Dad, real nice talking to you. And I hung up the phone and it occurred to me, you've grown up just like me, grown up just like me. doing the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when we'll get together then. That, you know, we got a good time then. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. A little boy flew in the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when we'll get together then. You know, we'll have a good time.
Awesome. Awesome. We want to say thank you to all of our awesome volunteers. You are so important to this ministry. We thank you for taking the opportunity to be of sacred service and allowing the love to flow through you in so many marvelous ways. From our prayer chaplains to our video team. What else do we call it? Video techs. Yeah, Carol, you're a video tech. John back there in corner, those over there fixing up some wonderful food for lunch today, and all the people taking care of the different things on our grounds. So many different things. You're so amazing. Yay. Our next women's group meeting will be on June 22nd. That's a Monday, and they're meeting at 1 o'clock now. If you'd like to check in with women of like mind, then you are invited. Discover the Power Within You returns on Wednesday nights. This is a class on the book called Discover the Power Within You, which is a book that actually transformed my whole way of thinking and introduced me to some very basic unity concepts. You want to join us? Come on. We're only in the 5th week, but you can get started up, and it'll help you to see unity in your life in a whole different way. Sunday mornings at 9:30, we're discussing Revelations to John, and we were actually talking about the power of imagination for a little while today. And it's an amazing book. The book of Revelation is not about the end of times and the destruction of the world. It's actually about the end of times of the world as you know it to be. Because when you step into a reality of the spiritual dimension, everything changes. Today's movie, we're showing one of my favorite all-time movies, The Never-Ending Story. And if you want to talk about, if you want to see how the imagination really is designed to work, this is a fantastic movie that really explains that process and explains movie to children of all ages in a very marvelous way. There's some delightful characters in there. Some of them may be even you. Next Sunday, for Father's Day, we're showing the classic Father's Day film, Secondhand Lions, a heart-touching comedy about a shy boy who's sent to spend a summer with his very eccentric uncles. Hearing tales of exotic adventures involving kidnapping princesses, Arabian sheiks, and lost treasures only brings to mind him closer to his uncles and teaches them the meaning of believing in something, whether it's true or not. Huh? Oh, okay. And then pick up the bulletin and look at the options that we have on June 20th. Lots of things going on from our amazing band and portions of our band, Robert and his wife Lynn, and y'all are going to be there too, right? Watching. Okay.
That's all we do is watch.
Okay. You always do more than watch. Okay, and so, but it's Streisand and Sync. They're going to be playing their music at the UCO Jazz Lab, and it begins at 7:30. Okay. And if you like to order lines on tickets, there's actually a brochure out there that will tell you how to do that. It'll be amazing. Also, during that weekend, we're going to be at the Mystic Vortex, Expo, and we're going to, the Mystic Vortex Expo. It presents lots of different ideas about what's happening in the spiritual dimension, and we are going to be one of the guest presenters. And so it's a neat option to spread Unity's teachings and get more people aware of what Unity really is. And so join us at either one of them, and there's more information in the bulletin. Our prayer chaplains are here to pray with you.
Hi, my name is Renee, and you will find me just out in the lobby, standing in front of the prayer chairs, and I would love to say a prayer with you.
And Renee is amazing, and so are you. So you got to say it. I am amazing. Say it with some energy. I am amazing. I am amazing. Yes, you are. You got to claim it to be it. Invite everybody to stand up, hold their hands out to the side, and see the living energy pouring down upon you. Prayer protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. That's the truth. Yea, God.
Oh, that's the whole world. In his hand, he got the whole wide world. In his hand, he got the whole wide world. In his hand, he got the whole world in his hand. He's got the wind and rain in her hands. He's got the wind and rain in her hands. He's got the wind and rain in her hands. He's got the whole world in her eyes. He got the itty bitty baby in her hand. Got the little bitty baby in her hand. Got the whole world in his hand. He got the whole world in his hand. Woo! the heck is he talking about? Oh.